Okay, so now today's topic is motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field. Already in uniform electric field we have done. Now it's time for a uniform magnetic field. Okay, so suppose you have uniform electric field is like this. Okay, this is our magnetic field and the charged particle is moving in the same direction as the electric field. Okay, suppose charged particle is not moving, it is at rest. But you know that if a charged particle is present in magnetic field, the force which it will exert is magnetic Lorentz force. So Q V cross B is the formula, है ना? So Q V cross B है तो Q V B sin theta will be the magnitude, right? And the direction of F is perpendicular to both V and B, and you can use right hand screw rule to find the direction of F, or you can also use Fleming's left hand rule to find the direction of force. Okay. Now you see if the charged particle is not moving, it is at rest. So V is equal to 0, your force will be 0, no force will act. But if a charged particle is moving, it is moving in the same direction as B, right? So V or B, velocity और B दोनों parallel हो गए. So दोनों के बीच में angle will be, angle between B and B will be 0 degree. And sin 0, when you'll put sin 0 is 0. So the force will become 0. Okay, so there is no force acting on the charged particle if it is moving parallel to magnetic field. Or even if it is moving opposite to the magnetic field, theta will be 180 degree. Sin 180 is also 0. So then also force will be 0. So the particle will not accelerate. Whatever is its velocity or speed, it will keep on moving in the straight line with the same speed. But अगर electric field होता तो charge would have accelerated or deaccelerated. But here, because it is magnetic field, so there is no force acting on it, and the speed remains same, and the direction also remains same. Now, if this is only the direction of the magnetic field, but your charged particle is moving perpendicular to it. Okay, so now F is equal to QV cross B. So QVB sin theta, VB sin theta will become sin 90 degree, right? Because the angle between V and magnetic field and V, they are perpendicular to each other, है ना? So 90 degree, sin 90 is 1, maximum value of sin theta is 1. So QVB, that means F is maximum when angle between charge is moving perpendicular to magnetic field, the force exerted is maximum, magnetic force is maximum. ठीक है, the force of maximum हो गया. And what about if suppose this is a positive charge, what will be the direction of this force? So Fleming's left hand rule. तो ये रहा मेरा, this is the left hand rule. Okay, now according to it, this forefinger is in the direction of the magnetic field, and V मतलब positive charge का direction is this central finger. It is in the upward direction. ठीक है, तो my thumb is pointing downward. So the force acting on it will be in the downward direction. Okay. So charged particle is moving and the force is inside the plane of the paper. अब देखो, whenever you remember 9th class, whenever force is, or 11th class maybe we have done, whenever force is perpendicular to velocity, okay, whenever force is perpendicular to velocity, then the direction of velocity will change, but the speed will not change. So यानी कि it will follow uniform circular motion. ठीक है, कैसे? अब ये इधर जा रहा है, it will follow perpendicular. So see, if it is moving like this, it will follow this kind of a circular path. Okay, this kind of a circular path. Alright, circle. Why circle? Because whenever you have force and velocity are perpendicular to each other, then there is a uniform circular motion. तो यहाँ पे uniform circular motion हो जाएगा. So here it is circular motion. So trajectory of the particle, charged particle here will be circular. Okay. And if it is circular, then what will be the radius of the circle? So this force will be actually centripetal force, क्योंकि circular motion है. The centripetal force, so इसको तुम mv square by r कर दो, and from here v and v will cancel, your r will be equal to mv by qb. Okay, this is the radius. So radius is directly proportional to velocity. More is the velocity, more will be radius. Less is the velocity, less will be radius. Okay, so this is the expression for radius of the circular path. Okay, but if suppose the particle is not parallel, not perpendicular, it is making some angle. So here is the magnetic field. Okay, children. And here is your charged particle which is entering with some velocity v, and this is the angle theta. Okay, if this angle is theta, then what will happen? So I can resolve velocity into two components, v parallel to the magnetic field and v perpendicular to the magnetic field. V parallel will be equal to v cos theta and v perpendicular will be v sin theta. Okay, now you see, if I have to write force, now force is equal to q v cross b. right? And I can write Q as Q, so I'll write as Q only. V can be written as V parallel vector plus V perpendicular vector in क्रॉस B, है ना? तो ये दो वेक्टर्स अगर हम ले लें तो इनका जो वेक्टर सम है दैट इज द वेलोसिटी. This is V parallel, this is V perpendicular, their sum will be V. So this is V cross B. So if I'll open this bracket, Q V parallel cross B plus Q V perpendicular cross B I'll get. Okay, and then this part Q V parallel cross B, these two are parallel to each other. So this part will be sin 0 will be 0. You'll get 0 here. Okay, plus Q V perpendicular is V sin theta into B is B, and then sin theta here will be 90 degree because these two are perpendicular to each other, which is 1. So ये हो गया QVB sin theta. Okay, the force, the magnitude of force is QVB sin theta. वो हमें वैसे भी मिल जाता, but I just explained you. So we will get QVB sin theta. Okay, now see this part. The force is only because of the perpendicular component, not because of the parallel component. Okay, and because of this perpendicular component, this component, what is the direction of the force? This force, see, this force is only because of this component. तो Q V perpendicular cross B जब करोगे तो तुम्हें क्या, ये exactly यही वाला केस है. So here what will be the direction of the force? It will be perpendicular to V perpendicular. Force will be perpendicular to V perpendicular. Force is also perpendicular to this, but हमने जब इसको resolve किया, we got two components. So force is only because of this, and the force is perpendicular to this. That means this magnetic force is causing uniform circular motion. So because of this component there is uniform circular motion, and because of this component there is no force. This component there is no force. So this component of velocity will remain as it is. There is no acceleration. It will move. The charged particle will move with same speed in this direction without any change. Okay, but due to this part there will be circular motion. So what will happen? Particle is moving straight and simultaneously it is moving in circle. So by the time it is moving in a circle, it is also moving forward. So it's like a spring. It's like a spring. So the motion, if I have to draw it, it will be this kind of a helical motion. Okay, this kind of, so the trajectory is helical in this case. Okay, so here what here F is changing only the direction of the motion of the charged particle. Okay, and so that is causing circular path. So now, so this is the velocity, this is the force. Okay, and this force is causing circular motion. और circular motion में जो है ये वाला velocity है, ठीक है ना. So mv square by r, जो when I'll equate it with centripetal force mv square by r, which velocity I'll take? I'll not take this velocity, I'll take this velocity, because this is causing circular motion. So mv perpendicular square by r, where r is the radius of the circle, helix. Okay, so from here now you know that v perpendicular is equal to v sin theta, और यहाँ पे already v sin theta है. So I'll substitute qvb sin theta is equal to m. This I can write v square sin square theta by r. So one v gets cancelled and one sin theta also gets cancelled. Okay, so what I'm getting is r now, or just v sin theta by r is equal to qb by m. Right, this v sin theta is v perpendicular by r, and now v by r is equal to omega. Okay, omega is angular speed or angular velocity. So omega is equal to qb by m. Now if omega is equal to qb by m, you know that omega is 2 pi by t. So qb by m is 2 pi by t. From here 2 pi t will become frequency qb by m, and the frequency will be qb by 2 pi m. Okay, qb by 2 pi m. So you see here frequency or the time period, there is no relation, there's no expression of r or v here. So your time period is independent of radius, velocity, frequency is independent of radius and velocity. So frequency is independent of radius and velocity. So no matter with what velocity this particle entered it, okay, whatever may be its velocity, the frequency will be independent of it. Okay, so if suppose proton is entering it, proton is entering this region of same magnetic field, One proton is moving with 2 meter per second, another proton is moving with 4 meter per second. So what will happen? Frequency will remain same, क्योंकि proton charge same होता है, magnetic field same है यहाँ पे, mass of proton is same. So no matter what is the velocity of the proton, the frequency will remain same. Okay, but the radius will not be same, because radius is directly proportional to, see, radius is directly proportional to v perpendicular. If you have to find v radius here, so from here radius, what you will get, r will be equal to q mv sin theta by qb. Okay, r is equal to mv sin theta by qb. So radius is directly proportional to velocity. So more is the velocity of the proton entering it, more will be the radius. Bigger so helix it will follow. But the frequency is independent, time period is independent of radius and velocity. Okay. So when you are writing, children, after this step you will write that as the force is only because of the v perpendicular component, and it is causing uniform circular motion, then you will equate, so circular path is there. After writing all this, you will write that v parallel, there is no force in the direction parallel to the magnetic field, so v parallel is unaffected, and the charge particle along with circular motion is simultaneously moving straight, so the final trajectory is helical. That you have to write. Okay, you have to mention it. Now when a particle is moving, in circular path, so see, if it starts from here, in one circle it will reach here. Okay, so in this one circle, this linear distance is traveled by the charged particle. This distance, linear distance, is called pitch. If you remember experiments of 11th class, what is pitch? It is the linear distance traveled in one complete circle. So if this pitch is d, suppose you have to find d. How will you find d? D will the pitch. Okay, I'll write pitch. Pitch is equal to, this is the, what is the velocity in this direction? V parallel. So V parallel into time period. Time period is the time for one complete round. Okay, so V parallel is V cos theta. And what is the time period? You see time period expression from here. Time period will be 2 pi m by qb. 2 pi m by qb. So 2 pi m by qb. Okay, this is the pitch. This expression is for the pitch. And maximum force will be acting. Here there is force, but the force will be maximum only when theta is you see the expression for force is qvb sin theta. So force will be maximum only when sin theta is maximum. Sin theta is maximum for theta 90 degree. Okay, and if theta is 90 degree, then you have m qvb, this will become 1, mv square by r, because this will become 1. Okay, that is for circular path, not helical path, and that is possible when particle is perpendicular to the magnetic field.